Hello, what's up, baby girl? Hi, welcome back. I don't know what to say. Not really here for a long intro, but as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be reading people's confession, answering some questions, telling my life story, probably just exposing myself a little bit too much that no one really needs to know about. But we're here not wanting beer. I don't really know. No. But yeah, so I was going to do this as like a let's get drunk with me type thing. But I had a wine night last night and I can't imagine anything worse. So I'm probably just going to be sipping my coffee. Yeah, let's get into this because I hate long intros. I hate watching them. Let's go. Oh, it's raining. Let me get the first question up whilst I'm fixing my face. Right, the first one is, I don't have a mirror. First one is, how have you felt about not going to uni? What do you think the pros and cons are? You glad you didn't go? I wish I knew more about it before I stayed home. I have no regrets about not going to uni. If you were with me through my sixth form journey, you would know that I hate education. Like, it was a really hard time for me. And I'm quite a stubborn human. If I don't want to do something, I ain't doing it. So I just never went to school, really. And I never applied myself. And I did end up getting grades to get into university, but I don't know, for me, like, I have never wanted a career where I needed a degree. So the thought of me spending like £9 a year of taxpayers' money to basically just get drunk in some grotty flat, no, not for me. Pros of going to uni is that you do gain so much more independent, and like you have that freedom to be you, explore the world, and like, but in a safe way because everyone's doing it with you there. But for me, just the cons is like, I don't know, because I can't say this because a lot of my friends are very mature, but like, obviously I've been out of school for like a year and a half now. My life is very, very different to my uni friend's life. I don't know if I like this lip combo. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't really like it, but we're here now. The pros, yeah, the pros would be that you can be independent and you can have fun and you don't have your parents like, on your case and stuff. But like, I'm not being funny, my parents are like that. So like, living at home with my parents, I can still do whatever I want, really. Like, I don't, we're in a lockdown, and also I don't really like leaving my bed. I have that freedom, so I don't really see a con or that as a pro. Maybe like living on your own, but like, I think my situation is very different to a lot of my friends because obviously I live with so many other people in my house. That like, it's not just like me, my mum, my dad and my sibling. Whatever. Like, I have 4 siblings anyway. 2 of them have moved out, and then I have my sister lives here with her partner and their child. So obviously I still have 5 people living at home. So I do have a very different situation, but like, I still wouldn't think, oh crap, I need to live on my own. Well, I mean, I do want to move out, but that's more like because I feel as I'm at that stage of my life. To know that it's okay to not want to go to uni. Like, I was kind of cast aside in the end by teachers. I mean, to be fair, they gave up on me because I just gave up on them. It was like, if you're going to uni, great, we love you. Even better if you're going to Oxbridge. Even better if you're, there's nothing better than Oxbridge. But like, if you're one of those people that wasn't doing an apprenticeship or they never helped you. So I feel, like, I'm not being funny, like, I left school, was still working retail. I was only working 15 hours a week, and yeah, I still managed to hustle, and now I'm like working in a dispensary and I'm working 40 hours a week. Like, I think you're allowed time to just find yourself and do you. Like, I never thought I was going to be working in a dispensary, and I am. And obviously, like, I have time to do my lashes, and I think it's good to be able to find your passion. And like, there's nothing wrong with like going to uni in 2 years' time. What's to say that I'm not going to go to uni in like 2-3 years' time? Forced to learn things, I don't. Too stubborn. Sorry, I fidget a lot. Is it safe to eat booty? I don't know. If you want to eat booty, you eat booty, boo. I don't know. I've never eaten booty. As long as they're like clean. I don't think it's a matter of. Do you mean safe as in like physically? Is it safe? Like, is it safe to eat cyanide? No, it's not. But like, to eat booty, yeah, it's safe. You're not going to cause any physical harm unless you like have like an STI or something. That's the same as eating a ninny. Like, but like, is it safe as in like, will they projectile shit on your face? I don't know. You got to ask your partner that. Can you trust their bowels enough? Should I get back with the boy who has disrespected me? Girlfriend, honey, boo, darling, no. For me, I see it as if you get back with someone that disrespected you, you don't respect yourself. You need to understand that you're the king, the queen, the prince, the princess, the goddess, the god, the absolute centre of your universe. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. If disrespects you, they don't need to be in that universe. Like, think of it, like, you know that whole thing is like, you're the main character. You are the main character of your life, you in your life. And if someone comes along and ruins that, they're just going to ruin everything else and ricochet and just get out. Like, you don't want that. No. Being that person that was disrespected and then taking that person back, not back, but like letting them back into my life so many times. No, I would not wish that upon anyone else, not even my fucking worst enemy. Because what it can do to you, like, to actually like scrape yourself back to normal after being disrespected like that, no, you're worth more than that. And hopefully you will grow to understand that they only disrespected you because they don't respect themselves enough, because they're a piece of shit. Worst period story. Just a disclaimer, if you're going to be coming to my channel and my life and my beauty page and just vibing, you've got to accept the fact that it's 2020 and girls have periods. Like, graphically bad, and one was like mentally bad. So one would probably be when I was like 14, whatever, I don't know. It was like 7:30 in the morning, going to school. I already hated life because I was a grumpy 14-year-old girl and she was on her period. Never great. Before school, came into my bedroom, like obviously just in my towel, like, oh, quickly. Obviously you had like that covered. I wasn't just like free flowing. I mean, if you want a free flow, go for it, but not me. And I was just vibing, you know, about to get ready for work, and I passed out. Who ever told you like to stop being so dramatic about being on your period? Like, I wasn't doing anything and I just passed out. My body just went, oh, this is painful, and went, whoop, and I passed out. So that was great. That was fun. The second one is probably like the worst. Like, it's ingrained in my brain as a day of my life that I never want to relive, and I remember just sobbing. So again, I went to an all-girls school, so you were very open with the situation. It wasn't like, oh my god, like, oh my god, I got my period. It was very much just like, so I was, you know, very, I hit puberty early. I started my period when I was in year 6. I was 11. It was actually 2 days before my 11th birthday. I knew how to deal with periods, but they were so bad and so unexpected, like, no one could have known how to deal with them. Break, had to change my thing. And then, you know, midway through class, you know, when you kind of get that feeling, you're like, oh, this is getting full. And it probably been like half an hour, 2 hours. I was like, oh, can I go to the toilet? And they were like, oh, if you have to. And I was like, yeah, I do. So I went. It was the worst thing ever. So in my school, luckily, my uniform, this is the only time I was thankful for that school uniform, was this thick kilt that was like deep purple and whatever, and you wore black tights and you had purple, dark purple, violet, whatever colour you want to call it, uniform. It was kind of hideous, but it was a vibe. And this time it saved my life. So I went to the toilet and I was like, this ain't right. So obviously I pulled on my trousers, sat on the loo. No, it was summer. I wasn't wearing tights. And you want to know how I know? I sat on the toilet, and when I tell you, there was blood all over my thighs. It had literally bled through everything. I didn't know what to do. I was at school. I literally called my mum sobbing, just like, I want to come home now, I don't want to be at school. I think I'm about to die. And like, you don't hear those stories, like, how much blood do you lose for your period? And they're like 1 to 2 teaspoons. I'm like, oh, fuck off. You want to see the avalanche that came out for me that day? No wonder I was fucking anemic. I was like, I couldn't sleep when I was on my period, like I couldn't do anything. It was so painful, like I was in constant pain all the time. So I just went on the pill, really, because ain't nobody got time for that. Is period sex a good idea? I guess. Again, I couldn't tell you, I wouldn't know. The one time it was the worst thing ever, and like whatever, that was a bad time. I guess I need to talk about this story one day, but not just it. This person ruined my life. I know this is like an opening up, swearing on my life, I'm opening up video, but some things just don't touch base on this shit. But I think if it's consensual, then no. Why should it be an issue? I think as a female, you should never be with someone that's like, ew, periods. Like, so fucking right. You were a period once, but your mum wished she had a fucking period instead of having you. If that's your view on periods, really. 2020 bit. Yeah, from what I've heard, it's actually, some people find it like more enjoyable and like much better because it's like moist. My favourite sex position is 69. How? Right. Let's get comfy for this one. Tell me more. Oh, I'm not comfy yet. Tell me more. For me, right, my brain doesn't understand the logistics, because what if you've got a really tall person and a really short person? Groin to head? Or like, does one person have to be like bunched over, or one person got to be like I'm not asking for you to send me videos, I don't want to see your personal videos. I mean, no, I'm joking, don't do that. But I just need someone who has done it to explain the logistics to me, because this shit don't make sense. Do you think that sleeping with your ex's friends to get back at him is a good idea? No. No. Really? Simply, no. If you don't want to hear the rest of the explanation, then skip on. You should never, ever, 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 ever use somebody for your personal gain. Like, who are you? Like, who do you think you are? To give yourself that power? No, you're just scum. Like, no. And I think, again, being that person that was used to, like, so they could get someone else's attention, you feel like shit. And, like, to put it very bluntly, if you're sleeping with them to get back at their friend, then they're either not their friend, so it's not going to have the effect that you want, or that person's so in love with you and you've just like ripped their heart out of their arsehole. So quite frankly, if you do that, don't talk to me. If one of my girls said they did that, I'd be like, you're trash. Like, don't get me wrong, everyone's kind of like spoken to someone to get someone a bit jealous, or like popped up to someone to get someone a bit jealous. Yeah, like, okay. But actually going out of your way to get physically intimate with someone and talking them into it, you're just there, like, don't come at me. No, you're better than that. And if you're not, then you know it's wrong, otherwise you wouldn't have asked. Advice when you get cheated on. I've encountered my reception to get through a relationship. Power couple. I've been with someone for like X amount of time, years, and then they cheated on me. So I can't really give advice, but how I feel I'd handle it, well, I don't know, because I'm very emotionally unstable and I'd probably go a bit loopy. I'd probably, and before people come at me like it's actually diagnosed, like don't try and be like, yeah, can't you on, like, no. See my dad's bank balance dropping and you'll see it ain't right. Whatever. Anyway, yeah, I just think how in an ideal world, how I like to deal with it would be just completely cut that person off, be like, okay, wham bam, thank you man, cut that person off, I don't know, because sometimes if the girl knew you, trash. If she was literally some stranger, not her problem. She didn't know. She didn't need to know. Just don't get involved with that girl. You don't want to be friends with her. Not like a horrible way, but you just don't want that attached. You don't want that link. And then once you've like come to terms with the situation, like a week, 2 months, 3 months, 4 years, whatever, and then like maybe just like hit him up and be like, why? Because at the beginning you don't need to know why, because there's no reason why. There's no reason why you need to be cheated on. Like, just, there's no reason. Like, when people say, oh, I was drunk, no. You shouldn't be with someone, like, it really annoys me because I see it on Twitter all the time, and it's like, everyone cheats, stay with it. And someone made a point, it was like, you're not mature enough to be in a relationship if you're gonna cheat. Which is true. Why would you have that emotional commitment to someone to then break that? Like, obviously, if you're in a throuple or an open relationship, or you're aware, like, you know how some people have like a side ting, but they both have side tings and they kind of vibe with it, fair enough. Like, if you're aware, fine with it. But if you're going behind your partner's back to see someone else sleep with someone else, you're not mature enough and responsible enough to be with that person. Like, why would you, who makes you think that you, I don't know, no. For me, it's very much, if you were to do something like that, if you ever hurt me like that, I have trust issues, like major trust issues, so if someone did that to me, I'd actually like, in my brain, I'll just shut them off. They don't exist, they're not real. Like I said, I'm not the person to ask, I'm too mentally unstable. Okay guys, you know, hopefully this is going to be like the first of many, because I love just gossiping and talking. I'm a very open person. I am, nothing phases me, nothing. I don't know, you could tell me your dirtiest, darkest, skankiest secret and I'd probably be like, yeah, what's going on? Not if you'd kill someone. Don't tell me that. I don't want to be an accomplice. That's not kind of information I want to know. Comment down below if you like this maybe turn into a series that we do once in a blue moon. I don't really know. Oh, this coffee has hit me hard. Like, I'm very energetic right now, but also I'm cream cracking. I've had about 4 hours sleep. Yeah, thank you for watching this video. Again, like, it's just a bit of a shambles. I'm still trying to come to terms with filming, content, and all this. Like, it's hard because all the things I did have lined up to film, I can't do because they're with other people. So I'm just like saving that. It's kind of on the back burner right now because I want to be Rachel Leary and live in Manchester, living my best life, but also Madison Sarah, because I want to be. Thank you for watching. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. It honestly means the world to me. And yeah, drop me a message of any other things you'd like to see. Like, I'm literally down to do anything, like any more vlogs, any more confessions, and makeup tutorial, even though I can't really do makeup. Like a lash info video, date, I don't know, whatever. Your wish is my command. But thank you for watching, and I love you all. I don't know, it's not finished filming. I know, I've got fucking set lungs on him.